It's Gamecube Index, and if you're here for a Tarzan yell, well, Carol Burnett won't return my calls. We're just past the halfway mark of launch titles for the GameCube, and as we barrel along on November 18th, 2001, we need to stop, relax, and take in the sights of Disney's Tarzan Untamed. The turn of the century was a magical time, and between Mulan and The Emperor's New Groove, Phil Collins won America back with 1999's Tarzan. And when is the best time to release a video game adaptation of a 1999 animated movie? 2 years later, of course. Initially, I assumed that this was going to play just like the Nintendo 64 action platformer Disney's Tarzan that I rented from Blockbuster that one time. And it kinda does. Set a few years after the movie, Untamed instead follows a totally different story about gorilla poaching than last time, and it's an on-rails slide through the jungle. Tarzan slides down branches, swings on vines, bungee jumps down waterfalls, and surfs down rapids, all while dodging around poachers and wild animals, all of which are voiced by Megatron himself, Frank Welker, in order to rescue baby gorillas and return them to their mothers. There are even entire levels dedicated to wrestling poachers, which was done through rudimentary QuickTime events. The PAL version of the game was actually a little more obvious about the gameplay, as it was named Disney's Tarzan Free Ride, which, at least to me, seems to give more of a feel for what you're getting in the extreme sports department. Going back to Untamed, this does remind me of the grinding sections of every Sonic game in the last 15 years, but there are far few collectibles. It really weighs more on being an adventure game than a collectathon, with only a handful of bananas for health regeneration and extra lives per stage to collect. The holy grail collectible of the game is cinema reels, but those seem to actually appear more often than bananas do. Graphically, the game really utilized the GameCube's resources, and it ended up looking just like the movie. The jungle looks fantastic, and the baby gorillas are crazy adorable. This doesn't come as much of a surprise, though, as the developer was Ubisoft Montreal, who you may remember took care of another launch title, Batman Vengeance. Sadly, I don't hear Phil Collins serenading me throughout the entire game like I would have liked, and that makes me sad. Also, this is a title based on Disney's Tarzan, released 2 years after the movie came out, and Pikmin came out the same exact day, so understandably, Untamed received decent reviews and remains the final console game starring Tarzan. He and the rest of his jungle gang would appear again as a level in Kingdom Hearts, but I try not to think about it because that was the level where Sora and Donald Duck got into a fight and weren't speaking to each other, and that made me even sadder than not listening to Phil Collins. That's it for this episode of GameCube Index. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe for more videos from the GameCube library, and feel free to send me your feedback, or follow me on Twitter at Jeff Girardin. Tune in on Twitch as well, where I stream the capture process while making the next videos. Tune in next time, where we'll be lacing up the old goal sticks and playing some sports ball in Madden 2002.